Okay, so we are still in. Right, we just finished baking those fucking infernal cookies last episode. And then we were supposed to give that letter back to Heather McKay, I believe. So I guess that's where I'm gonna head, is back to the Moulin. The Ephesus. I wish we didn't have to see the screen every single time we wanted to go somewhere. They should just, like, be able to fast travel. It gets tiring. Okay. See what's... Oh my god.
Minette's House of Design.
I need to speak to Minette.
May I tell her who's calling?
No,
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
One moment, please.
Yo, Minette, you got...
Still free. I'm trying.
You got Arnie on the line. Ooh, Heather's gone. I'll just leave that guy on the phone because he's a piece of shit.
Cool.
Oh. It's very, like, cyberpunkish. Weird. Okay, that isn't, but... Huh. Is that all I can look at here? What am I supposed to do? I suppose I could open that box, couldn't I, now that no one's fucking here. We're gonna talk to this dude.
I'm sorry, she's busy. May I take a message? Hello? Hello?
What a bastard!
Guess he hung up.
Arnie has no fucking time for us. Damn it, Arnie. I think we can open the dodo box. We can try anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. So what are these shits? I see. Okay, Oh, okay, here, that's how we move it. Follow me, you dickhead. Get out of there. Get trapped. Fucking loser birds. Oh, am I supposed to get into the square? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay, now we finish that part, we can do this part. Okay, let's back right the hell up. Yeah, shit. I think they might have cornered me. Oh no, I think I can get out from the bottom. Oh, you dicks! Oh, good. Run for it! Go, you son of a bitch! Good stuff. Okay, last one. Ooh. They set up a flanking position. Can I trap this guy in here? There we go. That's what I need to do. Ooh, but that guy's gonna get me, isn't he? Shit. Okay, that's not the right way to do it. Follow me around. Ah! I think that was the right way to do it. I just fucked up there. Oh, I did it again. I need to go down there and not... Okay. Oh, but he's gonna fucking stop me, isn't he? Yeah, okay, come back. There we go. Yeah, eat shit! Woo! Crack that egg open. Oh shit, look at all the letters. Minette. It is not over. Nothing ends until I say it does. Next time I will do much more than throw paint. We do know it's paint! Hallelujah. It's not blood, people. It's not blood. We're okay. That's one mystery solved halfway through the game. Thank you. Amazing stuff. Minette.
The letters on this one look different than the letters on the others.
You are as mean as you are thoughtless, and it has to stop. Your punishment will come when you least expect it. It is not over. Nothing ends until I say it does. Next time I'll do much more with the paint. We already saw that one. What about this one up here? Is this the same thing? No. Your show will be a disaster. You will never be able to show your face in Paris again. You alone are to blame. And I think this is the one we already saw. Yeah, make the most of the timing of that. So one of them looks different from the others, which is a clue that they're being sent from two different people. Okay, we already did this.
Maybe I'll try my hand at designing something else.
Fuck no, you will not. How about we close that right back up? Okay, well, let's check my task list.
Oops,
Oh.
haven't done that.
Okay.
Can't
And
check
Heather's
that
not
off
here,
yet.
so I accomplished absolutely nothing of what I wanted to do coming here. Is there something new on my desk? Oh. Nancy, please go to Square de
stuffed
Vergelon and
parrot?
buy a stuffed parrot. One of the vendors just got some in. I do it myself, but Minette just gave me a ton of errands to run on the other side of town. You rule. Okay, wonderful. Do I have any new mail? Is this new? No. No, I guess not. I thought there was a new email. There was not. Okay, we can't do anything there. Is there anything else we can look at around Heather's desk? You'd think you'd be able to search her computer or something. But I guess you can just look at this shit, which is the least interesting thing we could possibly find on her desk. But, okay. Okay! I guess I'll buy a stuffed parrot for some fucking stupid reason. We can go talk to some suspects, I guess. I haven't talked to Dieter or Jean-Mi in a while. Who's got a stuffed parrot for me?
Bonjour, Madame.
You sure as fuck
Welcome
don't.
back. What do you like?
Not a goddamn
Guess
thing.
I'm just not in a bind.
Give me that cowboy hat for free and
When
we'll
you want
talk.
to look again, just come back.
I will.
I want to
Au
look all
revoir.
country and
Au revoir.
American in the city of Paris. America. Ah, what the fuck? What's Dieter doing there?
That looks like Dieter. Wonder what he's doing.
He's just relaxing.
Hey,
Leave the
Dieter.
man alone.
Hi. No, wait! Dieter! Dieter! What did he run away for? That was weird. Looks like he left something on the bench. These must have fallen out of his pocket.
Oh shit. It's a weird clock.
Noisette
Noisette
Tournade.
Tournade.
That's the woman who that historian was calling about. Why would Dieter be carrying this around?
Noisette Tournade, 85, who worked as Paris's director of public works for more than 2 decades, died peacefully in her sleep last Monday evening. A gifted linguist, she spoke fluent English, French, German, and Italian by the time she was 16. During World War II, she worked for the occupation as a translator, and consequently was charged with collaboration when the war ended in 1945. During her trial, it was revealed that she secretly began working as a coder for the French resistance as well. She was acquitted and worked as a translator for the city of Paris until she became the director of public works in 1973. During her tenure, which lasted until 1995, Ms. Tournade paid particular attention to the maintenance and beautification of the city's public parks. She personally oversaw the creation and placement of the monuments that stand today in Square de Vergelon Park, her admitted favorite. Ms. Tournade never married and left no survivors. Wonderful stuff. I'm still looking for that parrot.
Bonjour.
There it
What
is!
intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see.
Do you even have money for it? 70
Is this
euros.
parrot very expensive?
The price is very reasonable. 20 euro.
Would you take half that? 10 euros?
Vendu.
Good. I like this
What
guy. He
else
gives me
tickles the
stuff for
fancy?
half price. I'm good.
I really don't want to buy any.
I really want a
now.
spare light bulb
Very
that's
well.
probably fucking
Au
dead.
revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bonjour.
No!
What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Why can't we
Well,
just
let's
say I'm
see.
not interested and I fucked up and
I
actually
really don't want to
made a
buy
mistake?
anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
That pie plate looks pricey. Okay. Jesus. Controlling. I might actually go talk to people before we head back to the Moulin. I'll go talk to Dieter and Jean-Mi. Ask Dieter what the hell he was doing relaxing in a park like a normal person.
Mademoiselle
What a
Wu,
fuckhead.
what is it now?
Oh, there's not much to talk
I'm
about.
staying with JJ Ling, the model. Do you know her?
But of course, I
Bet
know
it
everyone who
cares.
is anyone when it comes to fashion. And Gigi, she is a breath of fresh air.
But
Just
what
like
about
the fresh
JJ
hair in your
Ling?
head, because you got no
You
hair.
mean Gigi Ling?
No, I mean JJ.
Gigi.
JJ.
Who gives a shit?
En français, you pronounce G like J and J like G. She may very well be JJ in America, but in France, she is Gigi.
Has she done modeling for any other designers in Paris?
Like, why does it
She did a
matter?
lot of work earlier this year for Ugo Bottoli, which, I do not doubt, is why Minette was so eager to use
He's got like stretch marks on his
Unfortunately
neck,
for
and that
Gigi.
disturbs me.
I assume she told you how she was tricked into a current contract with Minette.
No, she didn't. Minette tricked her?
If you do not know, you will have to ask Gigi. Just because I know everything that happens in the world of haute couture does not mean that I repeat everything.
No,
Thank
I'm
you
sure.
for talking to me.
You just write it down in
Becca.
your tabloids. Becca. Okay, let's go see what the fuck Dieter was doing at the park. There'll be no relaxing. There'll be no relaxing on Nancy's schedule at all. No sitting on benches here.
Sounds like someone's in the dark room.
Dieter, you're a piece of shit.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Me.
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
I just wondered what you were doing in Square du Vert Galant Park.
Why does it matter? He was resting on a bench.
You dropped an obituary about Noisette Tournade. Shall I leave it for you?
There's no need. I don't want it.
Why were you carrying it around?
Because I was going to send it to my grandmother. I thought she knew the woman. Turns out she did.
You also dropped some kind of trinket. Looks like a miniature clock.
That's something my great-uncle Hans gave me. It's actually a key.
At least he's being
Opens
honest
the
about it.
panel over there to the right of the bookshelf. He
Refreshing.
lived here during the war. The place has been in the family ever since.
What's behind the panel?
Go ahead and see for yourself. Just be prepared to go a little cuckoo.
God, I hate this guy. So he's talking about this over here. This is where you're supposed to stick the clock. Holy
What's up
fuck!
with this?
So I don't think we have enough information to... Okay, no we do. We're supposed to get all of them to the number 3, because this middle one is stuck on 3. But they all move different ones, unfortunately, which is wonderful. It's not too hard, but... Yeah. Oh. I guess you only get a limited amount of time to do it. Well, that's stupid. That makes it significantly harder. Yeah. There we go. Hooray! And no one
Mr.
ever
von
discovered
Schwesterkrank?
this.
Believe it or not, that key your uncle gave you opened up some
Stop
kind of
telling
passageway.
him. Why are we telling
Is it
him
okay
this?
if I see where it goes?
A passageway? He never said anything about a passageway. Go ahead and explore it all you want. Just be careful. This building is...
This guy's not very excited about a secret passageway, and that annoys me.
Glad I'm not a fly.
It's a big spider. What do we got down here? We got this
Wonder what
thing
that symbol means.
and a
The
code.
year when our despair ended. The year when my despair began.
The year when our despair ended, the year when my despair began. So I think I actually do know the answer to this. I think it's talking about Nazette Tenard, and I think it's 1945, because it's the year the war ended and the year she got convicted of being part of the German occupation. Yes, sir! Oh my god. And now we got problems. Now comes the decoder.
I wonder what that thing is.
Ugliness.
Those dials remind me of the stone discs in Minette's studio. The ones she got paint all over.
Depressing. But, yeah.
Looks like some kind of code.
The decoder sucks ass, and I hate it. I hate everything about it. Dear Nazette, we thank you for your bravery and dedication for working with the Resistance. Please know that this work is extremely dangerous, and under no circumstance should you ever reveal any information or contacts you've learned about. We will provide further instructions on the M380 machine, a wonderful contraption we'd like to call our dear old friend. I'm sure 380 will soon become your cher ami the more you use it. Essentially, 380 allows for the encoding and decoding of messages. Here are some tips. You must set the 3 dials in the correct position before decoding or encoding a message, then just type the message. If you ever enter an incorrect key, the machine may be reset. Also, be sure the dials are set correctly. If not, the message will be encoded or decoded incorrectly, or the machine may reset. Never use the enter key or return key. That will reset the whole machine. If a message is broken up, just ignore these line breaks. Ignore any punctuation or spaces, and in a encoded message, a circle with a slash through it is a 0. Rachel and I will soon be in Paris and hope to meet you. I'm quite intrigued by your metro system of transportation and have been thinking about how to use the numbered lines and names of metro stops for a code. And thank you for your advice on using date shift ciphers. I never thought about using other numbers besides just dates. One could use the number of a house address, like 1216 Sunnyside Drive, the population of a town, the ID number of a favorite friend, etc. Try it out. Use the Dewey Decimal number of my favorite book, 109 Rus, to decode the following message. FOFC, some gibberish. We often use the cross of Lorraine as our symbol. Joan of Arc used it, you know. Amazing. So we take that shit with us, and that's basically all you need in the secret passageway. So I think we're done with Dieter's, unless we can look at shit on his desk, but I don't think we can. No, doesn't look like it. So let him blow himself up in the fucking dark room like an asshole. Let him do his thing. And as Nancy just leaves the building, like, the whole fucking thing just... That'd be the best ending to this game. Okay, so we got a few new things to do. We still... Oh, fuck.
Now what?
You have to get them out of there!
Who? What happened?
Arnie showed up with some Terminators!
I opened it, all these bugs came pouring out.
Yeah.
They're all over the place in there. You have to get them out before they...
Some
lay eggs or
cockroaches.
something.
Just call an exterminator.
Maybe you should
This
just
isn't my
call an
fucking job.
exterminator.
No! Nothing good ever comes from killing things. Just go in there and put them back in the box they came in. Carefully. Don't kill any of them.
Don't worry, I'll get them out of there for you.
If you
Bless.
click on refuse, I think she just tells you you're fired.
That must be the box
As
they came in.
predictable as it is. So we gotta go hunt for some cockroaches. And they're, like, really fast, so you gotta click on them as they run across the floor. And across desks, you piece of
These guys
shit.
are fast.
You fucking
My
asshole.
gosh, the letters in these fonts look exactly like the ones that were used in one of those threatening notes Minette got. Which means Heather must have sent it.
Oh, shit! Or Minette sent it to herself because she hates herself too, like the rest of us. You bastard!
Oh, these guys are fast.
Get back here. Where'd you go? Fucking pricks.
Playtime's over, little guy. Or girl.
Fucking cockroaches.
I already made Minette her
I'm
tea.
looking for cockroaches.
If I were an insect, where would I hide?
That's not what I meant to do.
This fabric is so strange. It's soft and metallic all at the same time.
Impressive. Gotcha. Where are they? I think you just gotta keep wandering around in a circle, stomping on these bastards. How would she know if we killed them in the first place?
Gotcha.
You bastard. Finally gotcha. 4 more. Where are you at? Where are you at? I already read that. Oh. hanging out by the paint that we
I
know
wonder
is
if the
paint
symbols
now.
on these discs have something to do with the dials on the M380 decoder that Noisette Tornade used.
Must have been here for quite a while then. Can we look in her garbage? Where are you at? Is there any in here? No. Where'd the last two go? One's not hiding in the dress, is it? That'd be a shock.
I already made Minette her tea.
I already read this. Where the hell did they go? We got two more. Where'd they end up? This is annoying.
Here, buggy, buggy, buggy.
Ah! Dick! So it doesn't look like there's any rhyme or reason to this. It's just, they just show up when they want to. Ah, fuck. Where'd he go? I seen it. And then I clicked away. I freaked out. Where'd he go? Bastard. Why? Why aren't you fucks coming out?
Hey! Minette! Open the door!
No, I'm not letting
How would you know?
catch all the bugs.
I have all the bugs, and then just throw them directly at her face. God damn it, where is that last one? Get out here, you fuck nugget. You're wasting my time. What am I supposed to do to get this thing to come out?
You're not going anywhere until you catch every single one of those bugs.
I wonder if she fires you if you try and just ram the door and get out. Be entertaining. God damn it! Where is this thing? Holy shit! It should not take this long to find a friggin' bug. Oh my god! Where is it? This is gonna take up the whole fucking video, looking for this one little bastard. You little prick.
Nuts, I was this close.
You little prick. I told this lady when she called that you were too busy to respond, but she's very persistent.
Dear Miss Minette, the books on the women of the French Resistance, exploits of Noisette Tornade, because she owned the windmill which you now own. Oh, this is from that historian who called before. Maybe she can help me figure out why Dita was carrying that obituary around.
Amazing. So, she just said that Noisette Tornade owned the Moulin that we are currently in. So good for us. Also, this bug is still loose, and I hate it so much. These fucking bugs. Just come out, for the love of God! Why did they do this? Did they put them on like a timer or something? Just make them come out.
Say goodnight.
Fucking finally.
There, that has got to be the last bug.
How'd you get him to sit so like neatly in there? They'd be crawling all over the goddamn place.
You can open the door now, Minette.
Did you get all of the bugs?
Yes, Minette.
How many are there?
I don't know, 9?
Are they all alive?
Yes, Minette.
No, Minette.
Are you sure you didn't kill any?
Positive.
And they're all in the box?
Yes.
Okay, listen. I want you to take that box to the park and let those things go. Only I don't want to be here when you come out. Probably the only thing those twisted little vermin are thinking about right now is revenge.
Minette, they're cockroaches.
Exactly.
Throw them at her.
So I want
Throw
you
them
to
at her
count to
face.
10, and then, and only then, are you to come out of there. All right?
Anything you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a nut job.
What a piece of shit. I hate your guts too. So we can call that person, I think. Can we call her from here, though? I don't know. Maybe. Let's try. This fucking outdated system. Why would they do this? It still pisses me off to this day. Why are we doing this? Good. At least it stored her number. Or I was going to be super pissed. I feel like I'm back playing Secrets Can Kill again, and that's not a good feeling. Stop it with this stupid shit. Give me my cell phone back.
European history, Lynn Manrique.
Hello, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Paris. Actually, I talked to you earlier when you tried to call Minette.
She's finally calling me back?
No!
Wonderful. Please, put her on.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid she's still too busy to talk to you.
Oh,
But if you don't mind, could I ask you a couple of questions about Noisette Tournade?
No.
Certainly.
Click.
How long did she live in the Moulin, where Minette now has her studio?
she lived there for 55 years, from 1949 to 2004.
Oof,
She sold it when she
2004.
moved to Provence, which is where she passed away. She never married,
When
you
did this
know,
game
very
release? Like
private
2006,
person.
I think?
She served as Paris's director of public works for more than 20 years, yet not one person has been able to tell me what her favorite color was.
That's just not really a question I ask
did
in
she
day-to-day
do during the
conversation,
war?
but you know.
From 1942 until the liberation of Paris, Noisette worked as a translator for the Germans by day and an encoder for the French resistance by night. This, as you might imagine, made everyone suspicious of her, both French and Germans alike. And after the
both
war,
sidesed
things
it
got
hard.
ugly. Especially when people found out she was romantically involved with a German soldier. His name was
Hans.
Hans von Schwesterkrank.
You're kidding me.
Hans!
Was he by any chance related to Dieter von Schwesterkrank, the fashion photographer?
I'm afraid I have no idea. Hans left Paris right after the war and never returned, leaving Noisette to fend for herself.
What a
She
bastard.
was tried as a collaborator in 1946 and acquitted, but the experience left her quite bitter. You see, some people said that during the war she took various pieces of artwork, mostly from churches, and stashed them away somewhere so they wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Were they recovered
Nice.
after the war?
The artwork remains lost to this day. No one knows exactly what Noisette took, or if indeed she took anything. In any case, Noisette was terribly hurt that the city she loved had turned on her like that. After her trial, she told the press that the truth of what she'd done during the war resided in her and in the person and place she loved the most. And that was that. She never spoke of her wartime activities again. I assume that the person she was referring to was Hans von Schwesterkrank, who passed away a year or two ago, and that the place was her beloved Moulin, which is why I'm hoping Minette will allow me to visit it. Now, I've got a question for you. In the hours before she died, Noisette was said to have constantly muttered 3 words: red, left, green. Is there anything inside the Moulin that has to do with red, left, green? Anything at all?
No, but I'll keep that in mind and let you know if I see something.
I'd appreciate it. Any other questions?
What was the French resistance?
What was the French resistance?
That was the name given to the various groups of men and women who
Come
did their
on,
best
Nancy,
to
you should
undermine
probably
Germany's
know these
military
things.
occupation of France during World War II. Some would engage in strikes and sabotage, while others would collect and pass intelligence along to the Allies. Needless to say, their operations were highly covert and very dangerous.
What else can you tell me about the German occupation of Paris?
The German army
hated
entered
it.
Paris on June 14th, 1940, and after France formally surrendered on June 22nd, the Germans controlled the city. They took whatever they wanted: food, supplies, houses, artwork, and
People.
dictated how Parisians were to live their lives. Naturally, their presence was deeply resented. Some people ignored the situation as best they could. Some collaborated with the Germans, while others, like those in the resistance, fought back until the city was finally liberated on August 25th, 1944.
Some wartime history for you
After the
people.
war, when she was the director of public works, what kind of things did Noisette do?
She oversaw many of the services which the citizens
Didn't we
of Paris
read about all
enjoyed
this
every
already?
day. Streets, bridges, parks, their maintenance all came under Noisette's purview. She particularly enjoyed putting various forms of art on permanent display in various public places, especially parks.
Ooh.
What's the story behind the Cross of Lorraine?
The vertical bar crossed by 2 horizontal bars is an emblem that was first used by Joan of Arc, as well as the Dukes of Lorraine in the 15th century. But during and after World War II, it became a symbol of the French resistance. Nowadays, it's not unusual to see it on statues or monuments commemorating the period in French history from 1940 to 1945.
I didn't see it on anything.
What
but
did you mean when you said
I
Moisette
could
was
not be
tried as
remembering
a
it.
collaborator?
Collaborators were French citizens who not only failed to resist the occupation, but actually helped the Germans keep it going.
Bastards!
Because Moisette had worked for the Germans as a translator and had a German boyfriend, after the war, many of her countrymen automatically accused her of collaboration. When it was revealed that she had been a member of the resistance, instead of exonerating her, that just made some people think she'd been spying for the Germans too. As I said before, it was an ugly time, one which poor Noisette spent the rest of her life trying to forget.
I really appreciate your help.
My pleasure.
I mean,
Bye.
she did translate for them, so like there's reason to be pissed off. Okay, what else can I do? There's an uncropped. Oh right. Okay. Still have not gotten the letter because Heather refuses to show up to work. Check my desk for a new assignment. We did that.
Check.
Head to the flea market and we got
Still
this.
need to do that.
I did. Oh, because Heather's not here. Hear about the obituary.
finished.
Find all the roaches.
Check.
Confront Heather. No. Now that you have her phone number, we called the
Check.
historian. Asked Dieter if he's related. Use a little clock thing to open the
Check.
panel. Open the panel with that key again to match.
Check.
Split passageway.
Been there, done that.
See what, if anything, that grid I found is good for.
Still need to do that.
We did that.
Been there, done that.
Check out the book that I found.
That's finished.
Keep an eye out for the machine that's pictured. It's in the park. I already knew that. Call Zoo, the Parisian spelunker, and see if he knows anything about that nut-like symbol I saw. Oh, okay.
Oops. Haven't done.
I guess I was supposed to do that part first before I opened that safe there. Oh well. I think like everyone would automatically assume that it was Musette Tonade because who else is it going to be? Maybe it's Minette's symbol. The day of her misery is every day because she's always fucking miserable and that's the code. It changes every day.
I know you are calling for Minette. Please, tell me. Is this Xing Xing?
No, I'm afraid not. But I know Jing Jing. In fact, I'm staying at her place.
You are the most
Jesus.
lucky person in the monde.
She
I
seems
am
to be a
big
pretty
fan of
famous
Xing Xing.
person.
I call her
And yet-
house and leave massage. I call Minette because I know she works there, but she will not talk to me. She is too... what is the word? Paranormal?
You mean paranoid?
Yes, paranoid. So, if you are not Xing Xing, why do you call me?
This is Zoo, right?
Yes, I am Zhu.
Well,
I'm
Zoo,
Zoo.
my name is
Zoo.
Nancy Drew, and I saw a symbol on the wall when I was in an underground passage not too long ago. It looked like two leaves with two nut-type things attached to them, and I just wondered if you could tell me
Two
what it
nuts.
meant or why it was there.
Two human
Yes,
nuts
of
attached to
course I
the
can.
leaves.
But first, you must have Xing write something for me.
Write something for you?
You must have her write something that I can keep.
Ugh.
Have her write, Sue, my love, Xing. Then, take the metro to the Denfert Rochereau station, enter the catacombs, find the bones from the Magdalene Cemetery, and put the autograph in the skull below the
Isn't that
casket.
Have her
desiccating some
write Zoo,
graves?
my love Jing, go to the catacombs, find the Magdalene Cemetery bones, and leave the autograph in a skull.
Yes, exactly that. Don't worry about desecrating the person whose bones they may be.
Oh,
the skull,
okay.
it is a
That
fake.
makes me feel
My friend
better.
and I put it there. And so, after you deliver it, you call me and I tell you all about the symbol you saw.
But what if Jing Jing refuses?
Then, Nancy Drew, it seems we will both be very disappointed.
Wonderful. So we just added another thing to our to-do list. Well, let's go to the park and release these fucking bugs because
It's
I don't want
late.
to be.
I can do this tomorrow.
You got a bunch of bugs on your person. You're just gonna sleep with some cockroaches, I guess? Okay. Just because you don't want to go out at night, I guess we're sleeping with some cockroaches tonight. Better hope they don't get out, crawl in your bed sheets. Day 3. Yo, I need an
Hey,
autograph from
Rumi,
you.
how's it going?
I just talked to this huge fan of yours. He'd really like your autograph.
I'm flattered, but unfortunately he's out of luck. Nobody gets my autograph. I'm
Wow.
afraid that someone will use it to forge my name and steal my identity.
This guy wouldn't do that.
Stuff like that happens to people like me all the time.
Ah.
I'm just not gonna take the chance. Wanna play hangman?
What a bitch. She will not sign a
That'd be
2-minute
great.
autograph for this dude. So what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to play hangman with her and just type it out. I remembered this part.
Wrong.
U M Y L Q.
Bingo.
Fuck.
Afraid not.
I put a Q in there. Do you think he'll notice? Fuck.
V E
Bingo.
J
Nope.
I
That's
N.
a winner. Wrong.
Fuck.
G
Incorrect.
Can I just take it?
R
Oh, right, there's a Q in it.
Incorrect.
S.
Here's the word.
Little. Wonderful.
You lose.
Okay.
Play again?
Sure.
Fuck that one up. So you're just supposed to write Zoom I love
Z.
Jing on this.
Sorry.
U
Do you think she's gonna catch on the second time? I don't think so.
You lose.
Y
Wrong.
L O
That's a winner.
Shut up.
V
Afraid not.
E J
Wrong.
N G.
Wanna see the word?
No.
I wasn't even close. May I have that piece of paper?
Sure.
You think she would
Wanna
catch
play
on?
again?
Maybe
but
later.
She does not.
Anytime you wanna play, just let me know.
Guess I'll be running along.
Take care.
Just because she couldn't write out a fucking autograph for one of her biggest fans. What a waste. Four more officers have been added to the police unit charged with keeping people out of the tunnels that comprise the vast network of catacombs sneaking for hundreds of kilometers beneath Paris. The number of people arrested for trespassing in the maze of unmarked unlit tunnels has almost doubled in the past 2 years. Police say that most of the offenders managed to evade capture. People have no idea how dangerous the catacombs are, police spokesman said, especially now with all the rain. Some tunnels are underwater, and some are about to cave in, some are infested with rats and the like, and you can get hantavirus. Assigning more officers to the catacombs will allow us to make more arrests, and hopefully people will start thinking twice before they go the fuck down there and get themselves dirty. It's for their own good. Police have located and sealed off most entrances to the catacombs, but they admit that they'll probably never find all the hidden entryways to the centuries-old tunnels. And while most trespassers are young people looking for somewhere new and macabre to hang out, some are urban spelunkers who consider the catacombs to be uncharted territory and take its exploration very seriously. Amazing stuff. So yeah, we gotta head to the catacombs. I guess you can just look at old stories in the recycling bin. Sure. So you might as well just head to the catacombs, I guess. I heard there was like a theater down in the catacombs at one point. I actually never made it to the catacombs. I'll actually tell that story because it's a real interesting one. So I really...
That's one less coin in my purse.
Okay, so I really wanted to make it to the catacombs when I was in Paris. But they were they're really out of the way. You can probably tell by...
This must be the place Zoo was talking about. And there's a skull.
Cool.
I need to leave JJ's autograph here.
Yeah. Stick it in its eye socket. No one will notice. But yeah, I actually really wanted to get to the catacombs, but you can kind of tell by the metro that they're very out of the way compared to everything else, like the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe and like Notre Dame Cathedral or whatever, right? And most of my group did not want to do them, but I set out with a group of girls, and we did a little bit of the Louvre, and then we went to Notre Dame, and then after that, me and two of the girls wanted to do the catacombs, so we took a taxi to the catacombs, and when we got there, it was like a 2-hour line to get in, and we only had like an hour left before the bus picked us up back at the Arc de Triomphe, right? And so we decided, no, we weren't going to do that, and we were just going to have some lunch and go back to the Arc de Triomphe. And what was happening that day, of course, is with all the LFS protests going on, they're still doing it. They were protesting really hard that day, and our group leader was like, hey, you might want to avoid this area throughout the day, as it'll probably get pretty ugly. But then she proceeded to make the pickup point that right by the Arc de Triomphe for some stupid reason. I don't understand why, but that's what she did. And So we use the metro to get there, right? We took it up like this, the Champs-Élysées, the yellow line there, and we get there, and I'm exiting the subway station, and all I see are just fucking yellow vests everywhere. And I'm like, I just have time to think, oh shit, this probably is not good. And I hear a ton of gunshots go off, and there's just smoke bombs everywhere, like literally landing like 2 feet away from where we're standing. We just fucking booked it across the square. And like, oh, it was an experience. It's the first violent riot I've ever been in. We eventually got out of there. We told the police, we managed to convince them that we weren't part of the rioting, right? And where am I supposed to dump these bugs?
Okay, guys,
Okay,
end
just
of the
get out of
line.
here. But yeah, we managed to finally convince the police we weren't part of the riots and get out of there. But she was an experience. The whole time we were in Paris, there were like heavily armored guards everywhere, and they brought in like armored tanks and vehicles and stuff, and they had like blocked down like all the main streets, like Champs-Élysées, this road here. It was like completely cut off at like all of these intersections because they were preparing for the riots later that day. And yeah, we, even with everything blocked off, we still managed to end up right in the fucking middle of them. One of the guys in our group, he actually got tear gassed because they threw a tear gas canister down into the metro station and just smoked everybody. Apparently they were using like water cannons later in the day to just blast people. So yeah, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. And that's my story about how I didn't make it to the catacombs, but I did end up in a violent riot at the Arc de Triomphe.